Hello, heroes, and welcome to the Facebook and webinar training. I'm Tucker Ferwerda from ZeroToHeroSuccess.com, your host, and I wanted to thank you so much for joining me on this webinar tonight, for making time in your busy schedules, for setting apart time, for overcoming obstacles just to get here. I really wanted to thank you for making it this far. Now, today we're going to cover a few things. We're going to go over webinar, we're going to go over Facebook ads, and we're going to put them all together so that they're all combined start to finish, and you'll get to see the results a week after today. So I'll just share my screen real quick. There it is. All right. So again, welcome to Zero to Hero Success. I'm Tucker Ferwerda. My wife, Kara, also does this with me. And again, welcome. Today, we're going to go over the webinar, learn the exact 5 steps on how to generate thousands of leads with webinars and Facebook. That's me right there in the blue shirt. My pretty wife right there is Kara. And for what we're going to learn today, the 5 crucial steps you'll need to know before even thinking about starting a webinar. These 5 steps are crucial. Like it says, these things are very important before you even start thinking and planning a webinar. When you have these things actually help you grow not only your business, but make it profitable at the same time. We're also going to cover the 3 reasons why most webinars fail. Obviously, technical details come up, issues come up, other things come up that we have solved beforehand before we even start a webinar. We're also going to learn how to start and finish a webinar like a pro. We're going to use Facebook the right way so that our account does not get banned. Now, this is the most important part about using Facebook. If you don't follow the guidelines, Facebook is a huge ocean of knowledge and tools and everything. And if you don't use it the right way, it can turn against you if you don't know what you're doing. But because you're how to do it the right way. And also, there's going to be gifts every 15 minutes for correct answers, excuse me. So I'm going to have you guys actually answer questions. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Stay till the end because there's going to be more prizes and we will go from there. But first, I want to make sure you guys turn off all your attention getters just turn off all these distractions. Close all your other browsers, mute your phone, turn it off, mute it, put on vibrate, whatever. There's prizes and more to come, and make sure there's no distractions. But first, I just want to know where you guys are from. Go ahead and type in the answer box. All right, here comes a few. Cool, we've got California. We've got Europe. Awesome, nice. A couple more in California, that's sweet. Hello, Sam, how are you? Thanks for joining. Awesome, love it, guys. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here as well. I appreciate it. So before we actually go into the training, I want to cover a little bit of mindset. I want to go over the number 1 problem that we as entrepreneurs face. And there's a few of them. There's obviously not enough results. Time of day is not set aside. Structure is hard. Where do you turn? Where do you go? How do you know which tool to use? Mentorship. Everything is easier when you have a mentor with you, when you have someone actually taking you by the hand, walking with you side by side to make sure you're doing everything exact so that you don't have to repeat the same mistakes they did when they were going through the stuff that you're learning. And also money. We don't have a lot of money. We don't have a lot of things that we wish we did have, which is why we're trying to become entrepreneurs. But there are these things, but we'll go into that later. Sometimes there's even too much frustration. On the previous slide, we don't have enough money, time, energy, mentorship, but here we've got too much anxiety. We've got too much frustration. All these things are getting inside of us. They're blocking us. They're obstacles. Sometimes there's too much fear. We have fear of what others think, fear of success, fear of failure. We're petrified because we're analyzing things way too much to the point where we're paralyzed. We stop. We don't continue because we're too afraid to continue. And also there's an info overload. We get a lot of info. We get a lot of things, different directions, different people who are teaching us different things. And sometimes it is hard to pick one thing and stick with it. Now, the reason I bring this up is because we're going to solve this today. We're going to make sure that we leave this webinar feeling better than we did before. And we're going to make sure that we have at least some things done before we move on. So just to tell you a little bit about me again, I'm Tucker for Werda. You can find me on Facebook. I'm married, no kids. I've worked in corporate settings like Sam's Club and Frito-Lay. In Sam's Club, we were actually able to open up a direct sales office, and I was able to help teach and coach others to do the direct marketing inside of Sam's Club. We opened up an office inside of Minnesota, which is why you see Minnesota there. And we had to get up to around $750 in net sales every single day to meet our quota. So I was one of the campaign managers. I was helping coaching, teaching, helping the other employees learn about what they did and, obviously improve their sales techniques, what they were doing with their direct sales. And also down there with the truck, I've also been a driver before. I delivered Office Depot supplies, which is actually pretty cool. But I noticed that just the corporate setting, people were getting paid for things that weren't, they weren't reaching their potential. Let's just put it that way. People were getting paid to do minimal tasks, and they were doing the 9-to-5 grind. They were waking up, not wanting to go to work, and they were leaving work excited because they weren't going to work. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the same shoes. I'm sure we're all on the same path, making our way to the better good. I'm sure you guys have dreams. You guys have goals. I had goals. And from what I saw, there are a lot of people that have a lot of things that they want to work on. There's a lot of people that have dreams, ambitions, goals, and these things are what drive them. But the thing is, when people don't go after these things that make them go, that fuel them, that propel them forward, people start to lose faith. And this is why I wanted to do this. I actually quit these corporate jobs to make sure that I am reaching my potential, but also helping others do the same thing, which brings me here. And so I started my course on learning everything on online, everything from Facebook to webinars to podcasting to everything, you name it. I was learning about it. Affiliate marketing, even from all the top dogs, everyone who was teaching it, I was learning. And I just knew that there was a better way. I knew that there was a way that I could not have to work as much, make more money, but also do the things that I loved. And I knew there was a better way. I knew that there was a way that I could live the life that I wanted, not be stuck paycheck to paycheck, worrying about bills the next month, worrying about, how I'm going to make ends meet. I knew there was something else there for me. So this is why I quit my corporate jobs, to start my own business, to make sure that I was doing everything that I was supposed to be doing, living my life to the fullest while I'm still here, and helping others do the same thing. So that's my goal. I help entrepreneurs. I help people get to where they want to go and make sure that they do it the correct way. I've found that the best way to do it is through Facebook and webinars, which is what we're going to go through later. Which is why I started Zero to Hero Success. Obviously zero, because we all feel like this sometimes. We got to start somewhere. We start from being a zero and turning into that hero at the end of the day. And I'm doing this, I'm bringing this all up because we have a launch next spring. It's going to be a one-stop shop. It's going to have everything. It's going to be the Walmart of websites, it's been called. List building course. There's going to be a blogging course, podcasting course, mindset course, branding course, interviews from top business owners. And there's only going to be one price for the rest of your life for everything that we make. And obviously there's going to be more, but can't fit on this slideshow right here. Now, I'm sure a lot of you, just like as I was doing before, A lot of us spend a lot of money on courses. We're looking for that next thing. We're spending money. We're trying everything with no results, spending money and countless of hours late at night with no success. Now, I've been there too. I know exactly how it is to not know what I'm doing, to struggle, and to almost see my, dreams pass before my eyes. But there is a way to do this. Imagine you're everywhere. Imagine you have thousands of clients. Imagine you have extra time to spend time with the family and also that new car that you've always wanted. These are the things that I want you to keep in mind. Don't worry about everything else. I just want you to focus. I want you to have the right mindset. There's two main parts to entrepreneurship. Now, before we even go into the webinars and Facebook ads, I want to make sure that you have the right mindset and the right steps taken towards the proper action. Now, as we've seen before, I like to call them heroes because zero to hero success. But after years of research, I've narrowed it down to this thing. Everything starts with the mindset, which leads to ideas. Those ideas are then formed into habits. And then from there, you have the tools. So traffic, you got to have an email list. That's what we're going to learn about today. You have to have the question, meaning, free content. Also product, courses, revenue generating products. These are the things that you got to use, and these are the things that people use. Also passive income streams, which lead to public speaking as well. So this is the course to say for getting that good life that we've always wanted. Which in reality, if you think about it, all those things that I just barely said are mindset and action. Now, I don't know if you guys know about all these people here, but here we've got Nick Unsworth. We've got John Lee Dumas from Entrepreneur on Fire. We've got Ty Lopez. And we've just got these people who have made it work. Now, I don't know if you guys don't know about these guys, but these guys have made it work and live the way they want to live. So this is exactly what all these people are doing. And just as James Allen said in his book, in As a Man Thinketh, so is he, and as a man chooseth, so is he. I just want you guys to make sure that you guys are focusing on the good. Be thankful. Do the things that are going to help you move forward and help you get to where you want to go. Now, we've got the 5 crucial steps you need to know before even starting a webinar. Do you have an audience? Do you have people to promote to? Do you have people who are waiting every single day to get that next email? Do you know your target audience? You can have an audience, but do you know what these people are looking for? Do you know what they're actually seeking and what they want basically to buy from you? Also, do you have something of value to offer? For instance, do you have, a course, a video series, whatever it is, teaching, training? Do you have something that people are wanting, that people will actually reach inside their pockets and type in their credit card number? Also, number 4, do you have a launch plan? Just like movies, we all have seen, commercials. We've all been there. We've seen commercials and we go to a movie. Just like the launching of a movie, launches are the best way to generate income. Also, it's the quickest and most effective way to generate buzz, which is excitement, to be able to get what you want. Now, and also number 5, do you know how to conduct a profitable webinar? Now, those were the 5 steps that you need to do. These are the 3 main reasons why webinars fail. No value, wrong target audience, and also it's not worth it to them. So yeah, sure, you may think that something is good. You may see that something is profitable, that something's of value. But really, at the end of the day, it's up to your audience who will decide that for you. And it's really important to follow your audience to make sure that you are doing what they want so that your business can succeed. Also, number 2, there's no urgency or scarcity. There's nothing that will tell them basically to buy now. There's no launch phase. And number 3, there's no relationship. You can't just, send people products and tell them to buy. You have to build relationships with them. That is the most important thing. If above all else, if you don't have relationships, everything else will fail. And these are why most webinars fail, but we're going to fix that today. Now, I'm not going to go into everything. I'm just going to go into basically this, the traffic and email list. This is the most important thing when starting a business because, first of all, a lot of people start with habits and ideas here. They don't have the right mindset, but they have great ideas and they start having habits. But you need to start with the traffic. You need to start with the email list because these people will tell you what you need to make. They will tell you literally what they want to buy because you will ask them questions on how to improve your business. So the first thing that we want to talk about is traffic, building up your email list. Now, an email list is a list of people that you have that you send emails to, obviously, but you promote certain stuff and you help them out and help solve their problems. So, pop quiz. Which corporate settings did I work in? First couple of people, let's do the first three. The first three people to answer this correctly will get a free coaching call from me, from my personal phone number, and we will review all of the emails later and make sure that we get the right ones. But we will set all that up later through email on the first people. So go ahead and type that in the comments box or send it to Tucker at zerotoherosuccess.com. That's my email. Now let's go with the email list. The email list is your audience. Those are the people you promote to, but those are also the people that you help. Now, this whole webinar is about Facebook and webinars, but it's about generating raving fans, people who can't wait to meet you, to greet you, to hear from you. And we do this with a couple of tools. First, we have the landing page. Now, I'll describe all this later. We have the landing page. We've got the thank you page with either a small sale after, or we offer a course or anything of value. Then we send them to the funnel. Now, the funnel is a series of emails sent. So after someone opts in to say, after they give you their information on the landing page, they are sent a series of emails which help them out, give them, proper guidance, ideas. You can also get info from them. And then the funnel, the series of emails, then leads to a webinar. And it's the webinar that is what gives the best, not only relationship building, but it also makes things more live, more energetic, and you actually get to meet the person who is hosting the webinar, who is the course creator, the product builder, whatever it is. And also, just to note, the follow-up, after the webinar, people, 50% of people, 50% of the revenue is from the follow-up alone. So it's really important to follow up with people and have that launch phase. So we go from the email list. Now we're going to start with the landing page here. Now the landing page, actually, I'm going to show you. We're going to show you right here. One sec. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. You're on Facebook and you're doing whatever, and all of a sudden you come up on an ad like this from Jessica Higdon. Now you see it, you see the free training, you click on it, that's the Facebook ad. And then this right here, see here, onlinemeetingnow.com, that's a webinar platform. This right here is the landing page. This is what collects emails. And as you click sign me up, this brings up the landing page. So you enter your first name, whatever it is, your email, and then you click here, access my training, send me my training access link. So that's a landing page here. After you sign up here, you are then sent to a thank you page. And on the thank you page, you can have either, something free, a free ebook, you can have a free course, or you can have like a small sale, a small price point of like an ebook or whatever to make back the money that you spent on ads. So just want to make sure we're doing this good. Good. Now, So that's the landing page. The lead magnet, that is the thing that you offer, your gift. For instance, let's just go back to what this Jessica Higdon lady was offering. Go back here. She's offering this free training, as you can tell right here. Yep, good. Excuse me, just making sure this is working. So she's offering this free training, and the training is discover a system to attract and connect with people in your local area. So that's pretty cool. You actually get to deal with people, you know, face to face, maybe direct sailing. Obviously, right here it says. But that's her lead magnet to say. That's the thing she's offering, so that when you click on it, that's what she's offering as a magnet to say, you know, you're magnetized towards this offer, and then you sign up. So this is how she builds her email list, because when people see this, they click here and then they enter their email address right there. So it's pretty cool. And obviously you can tell the 25th, 26th, and 27th, those are the webinar dates that she has. So she's also teaching webinars as well, which is pretty cool. Just go back to here. Now, again, like I said, you can offer a free video series. You can offer a one-on-one phone call for, you know, private coaching, or you can do a PDF report. Whatever it is, you have to make sure that your lead magnet, all of these things right here below, are of value. So continued. It must be clear and concise. Can't be cutesy. It has to show, you know, what you basically have to tell them what you want them to do. You have to tell them with, you know, with the least amount of words possible. And it can't be cutesy. It can't just, you know, be fluff. It has to be strict, not strict, but straight to the point, direct, and tell them basically what you're expecting. So it cuts out all of the either distractions or confusion or whatever. Also, you have to answer what's in it for me. Why would someone join your course? Why would someone want this ebook? Why would someone want the thing that you're offering them? Again, you have to name the specific things that they will learn. Why are we doing this webinar? Why are we, you know, contacting people, especially in our local area, just like with that Higdon lady. Now, just for a couple stats, over 40% of opt-in page, you want to make sure that you have a good opt-in page, at least 40%. So if you were to have 100 people see your ad, you want at least 40 of them to actually click on it and enter in their email and name. That's the most important thing. Again, below, we want the benefits and statements. Now, we want to be wary of statements, but we want to focus on the benefits. Benefits, those are the things that are going to benefit them. You know, a lot of people get stuck on the features, you know, the shiny object syndrome. They see all the flashy details. The details are good, but what do the details do? They benefit. So we want to make sure that on the landing page that we're actually stating the benefits that the people will get in return. Personally, for landing page, you can use, they're called autoresponders, or, you know, landing page software. But Lead Pages is by far the best one out there. You can get other ones, of course. You know, there's Get Response, there's, you know, many others, Infusionsoft, other things like that. But Lead Pages is probably one of the best out there. So I'll include a link underneath. They must be responsive. Responsive basically means that they fit inside any type of screen. So whatever landing page you have to make sure that it loads on a computer, on a desktop, on a laptop, on a iPhone, on a, you know, Android phone. You have to make sure that they fit on all of them really nice and tight. Now, don't use smart URLs, you know, a Bitly, for instance. You don't want to use any of those because they look spammy. And then we've also noticed that Android has more of a percentage for opt-in rates. So it's a little fun fact for you. Now on the landing page, after they enter in their information, they are then sent to the thank you page. So obviously, you want to thank them. Now, it's optional. And about webinars and Facebook, it's really important to make sure that you're actually testing. This is where this is what it is. Facebook and webinars, it's all about testing until you make the best of the best. So you can test, having a low price point at the end. So on the thank you page, after you thank them, you could give them a discount on an ebook that you made. You could give them a discount on a course, a discount on a coaching call, whatever it is. That's a good way at the end to obviously see who your buyers are, but also to make the money back that you've spent on Facebook ads or whatever the ads are. Now, again, just to clarify, make a sale or offer more value on the thank you page. Under a percentage, only a percentage of these people will show up live. So you want to make sure that you under promise and over deliver. So if you were to switch that, if you were to over promise and under deliver, then people, they'll get upset. But if you just promise the bare minimum, but give them the maximum, that's when people start seeing you as a legit business owner. And also you need one clear call to action on the thank you page. So that's, again, we can't be cutesy. We can't be, showing them a bunch of fantastic things. We want it simple, to the point, and basically one button on there telling them what to do next. So after we have the landing page, they're then sent to the thank you page. Over the next several days, they are sent a series of emails, which is where your autoresponder comes. Now, autoresponders, they are the things that send your emails automatically. So autoresponder. Now, it's plus if you're to have like 50,000 to 100,000 emails that you're sending to, sending emails every single day, you don't want to be sending those manually. That would take you forever. You would not have a business. But that's why these autoresponders are set in place so that they can email the people for you. So you basically write one email, and then after that, you send it to your autoresponder, and then your autoresponder sends it to everyone on your email list just in one shot. So it makes it super simple and really easy. A couple of the good ones are MailChimp, Aweber is really good, GetResponse, all of those ones. I would, recommend either GetResponse or, Infusionsoft, whatever it is. But obviously, again, it's up to you really on what either you can afford or what your goals are. But I would just pick one of those. Now, the fortune is in the follow-up. That means, you can't ask someone to buy once. You can't promote just once to someone. You have to make sure that they know exactly what it is, because maybe someone does want your product, but they just don't know a lot about it. You also need urgency and scarcity. Again, just like we said before, urgency and scarcity, that's what helps people purchase things. That's what helps them buy it. They see it, they know that there's not going to be a lot of it, there's going to be limited space, and also it's going to end. This is what helps people during launch phases, for instance, make that decision to finally act. Now, I wouldn't say it's definitely not scammy, but in a way, it's almost like you're doing them a service. You are helping them take the next step by being decisive and acting so that they can reach their goals as well. So that's the way I like to see it. So with the scarcity and urgency, you need a specific time period. So most successful entrepreneurs make fast decisions. You can promote something for 6 months to a year or even 3 months or whatever. Promote, create that buzz, create that excitement, and then open the course for about a week, Monday to Sunday, whatever it is. And during that specific time period, that's when they get their course. That's when they get their ebook, whatever it is. And then it's actually really important to close that cart. After they open up that cart from Monday to Sunday, they open it, and then on Sunday they close it. That's what helps people make decisions. Now, you also want to make sure you offer your product or service right after the webinar or email series. Again, place your ads, automate your email series, host webinar, and then make the offer. So these are the steps that you want to take. Now, what is the best way to build your list? Again, my personal preference, my personal opinion is webinars for one of them. Now, okay, cool. What are webinars? Great question, especially for someone who is new. Webinars are broadcasted messages, just like we're doing now, streamed to an audience regarding a service or a product. So for instance, we're going to go into Easy Webinar later. That's my preferred webinar platform. Why do we need to use webinars? Webinars offer a huge value. They are, in my opinion, again, the best way to create relationships, to build relationships, but also to sell a product. We're all out there. We're all trying to make money, become those entrepreneurs. These are the best way to actually answer questions, to show people features and details and their benefits, and also just to teach. This is the best way all around to offer that huge value. They deliver great content because anything in person, personally, for me is more important, but also, the best way to do anything. It's one of the best ways to generate leads and sales, period. I love using webinars because that is what gives me the most value. And not only for that, but I get to teach, I get to give others a lot of value, and they get to see how passionate I am about this kind of stuff. So like I mentioned before, also they, offer live and interactive settings, build relationships, easy to answer and solve problems that come up during the webinars, awesome for launches so that you can promote your product with, more value, and you can do them live or automated. So you can make one webinar, you could test webinars, making sure you have the right one. And once you have that golden webinar, you just set it on autopilot and it plays for you the rest of the time. It's awesome. And that's actually something that I'll show you later what Easy Webinar can do. And Facebook ads. What are Facebook ads? Facebook ads are delivering paid and targeted audience to a product or service you offer through the Facebook advertising platform. So, long story short, you pay for people to see your stuff. If they like it, they click on it, they get sent to your page, and then they buy stuff. Super simple. Why do we need to use Facebook ads? We don't have to. You can also use Google AdWords, or Pinterest has a paid platform, Instagram has a paid platform. But I like Facebook because there's tons of people on Facebook. There are billions of people all the time on Facebook. The main focus, though, what I want to talk about is retargeting. Now, targeting on Facebook, it's basically allowing Facebook to do your marketing for you. After you set your ad, you can actually have Facebook target the same people or get similar people to see your page, which is actually really cool. Also, they also offer the best type of targeting compared to Bing or Google. Easier to create a brand, so it's perfect for brand awareness. And it's also an established platform, so you don't have to worry about, building something like a blog or whatever. It's already established. Basically, you just have to do the work and you find people. So how Facebook ads work. I'm just going to go through this diagram real quick. Like I showed you before, we've got the Facebook ad. You can see the like page. I'll show you how to do all these in a minute. And then you get sent to the landing page. So for instance, I'm sure a lot of you guys who signed up saw this page. So this is the landing page. Signed up here with a name and number, or sorry, not number, email, which then gets sent to, this is Gmail, but it gets sent to a autoresponder or an email series. So it's here where you build that relationship, offer huge value. People then trust you, and that's when you place your offer for a course, for a product, for a service, whatever your business is, for your target audience. That's what you offer, which then leads to sales, and then you just cycle and repeat. So then it goes to Facebook ads again. That is how you're able to generate revenue. That is how you're able to grow your business. So, pop quiz. So what was the book called that I mentioned earlier? What was that book called? The first couple of people, let's do three again. First three people to answer this correctly at the email tucker@0toherosuccess.com. We'll get a free coaching call plus 3 webinar infographics, which just give some stats and also things that are really important for setting up your webinar. Now, let's get started. So I'm actually going to take you to, I'm going to take you here real quick. Easy Webinar. This is by far my most favorite webinar platform because of several reasons, but I just want to name a few. So easywebinar.com. Now I will have a link below or wherever I'm going to put it. You'll see it. But this link, I'm going to be able to get you $100 off per year and get you this $1,900 bonus package today. So basically $400 a year, which I was able to calculate it. I think it was around $30 to $33 per month, which isn't bad. But a lot of people, they actually don't know this about Easy Webinar, but you can have an unlimited amount of webinars each whenever. You can have 10, 20 a day if you wanted to, and you're still paying the same price, and you can have unlimited people. Now, I know of a lot of webinar platforms that don't offer these luxuries. Like, honestly, I think Easy Webinar is the best way to do it. Plus, just go here real quick. Builds my loyal following. What is it exactly? It basically goes off Google Hangouts. So you can do live streaming events, automated webinars. So these, like I said, you can do one perfect webinar, record it, and then just play it all the time. And actually, you can download it to Amazon S3, which is something that I'll go into later. But you can't really tell whether it's live or automated. That's the cool thing. This is John Lee Dumas, Rick Mulready. He's the Facebook king. I've actually taken one of his courses. And all these people have used Easy Webinar, which is pretty cool. So just like it shows here, it goes off Google Hangouts. And so here's the landing pages. It comes with pre-built landing pages that all you have to do is just, create it. It makes it super simple. Here's the things it can integrate with. So here's a list of autoresponders and landing pages. So you've got lead pages here. That's what I recommended to get for your landing pages. And then Aweber for your autoresponder. Ontraport, you can get SendGrid SendGrid, Easy Webinar actually includes a free account for SendGrid so that you can send emails for free, which is really cool. I love this part. This is probably the most favorite part. How does it compare with other webinar software? 100% unlimited attendees, Google's technology, live events, automated events, and hybrid events. Hybrid event, that is what you can actually start something automated or start something live and then turn it into the opposite. So you can start something live, then go automated, or vice versa, start something automated, then turn it into live after. You can get social share incentive. This is where if someone shares, they actually get like a bonus at the end. Skype and phone fields, those are cool. So you can get phone numbers or Skype numbers. I love Easy Webinar. This is what I use and only use. But yeah, and also here it includes stats. So the best part about Easy Webinar is that it shows you actually how many people visited, how many people registered, who showed up, who watched, and who watched the replay. Google Hangouts doesn't do that, which is why I like sticking with Easy Webinar. And again, just awesome, awesome, awesome stuff right here. So again, I'll show you how I can get that link for you down at the bottom to get it, save $100 per year. Also, after you click on this and submit your payment, it will actually offer you to, if you wanted it just for one website or an unlimited amount of websites. So for me, I actually got the unlimited because then for clients, I am actually able to host their webinars and that they don't have to worry about even buying or having to pay for the subscription. So if you guys are interested, just email me at tucker@0toherosuccess.com and I can get you hooked up with just, I mean, small price. I don't know what I'll charge, probably like $200 or something. But then you don't have to pay for the yearly, and I'll just set you guys as an admin. But we'll get into that later. So save you money there. But let's just dive right into it. So here we are in the back end. Now there's we can't do everything all at once. There are so many steps, but I just wanted to show you real quick. Here we've got, you can manage webinars, create it, your activation code, and then I want to show you the tutorials. Here you go. I wanted to take you to the tutorials, and this actually shows you everything you need to know. It shows you everything on anything from setting up a webinar to setting up a host, to setting up a domain, to setting up a website. It tells you everything here. Plus, it gives you this awesome Facebook group, which is something that I participate in quite often, and that you get to join that for free. And here, I'll just show you an example from what it looks like inside the dashboard. I'll just let that load up for a sec. So here on one of my other sites, you've got, for example, like as you can see, that's the one we're teaching now, learn the 5 exact steps, how to generate thousands of leads. Now it's cool because you can actually click these buttons here. Like for instance, here, 10 people saw it. And I haven't really worked on this, but I just keep it here for fun. But I love this part. You can actually go click on the links, and it shows you the event pages. So for instance, this one, and you just sign up. So I love it. It's awesome. But anyway, so yep, we got the tutorials, everything. You can have an unlimited amount of anything. You can have all your other sites if you get the developer package. That's the one that I have. But basically, you go into it. We're going to go to add event. And you're going to set up everything. So you're going to go to here. You've got your events information, registration page, thank you page, event, notifications advanced. So I'm just going to do this real quick. So the Google name, webinars, are go. We're going to set this to live because it's going to be one time. And then I'm going to set my date and time here. Where is it? There it is. Mountain time. And then we're going to set it for Saturday. Right there. We're going to do it at 8 o'clock. Sweet. So there's that. Here we get to pick, which I personally like this one because it's the professional, but it just looks better. So I'm going to select this one and my color scheme, which is orange. Continue. Presenter information. This is just something that you can write real quick. Presenter name. And I'm going to upload the picture of me and my wife again. There you go. So you upload that. And hello and welcome. So obviously you're going to put in your own information here, but then we're going to move on to the registration page. So browser title, how to host a profitable webinar. And then the header logo. I've already had these pre-made. Now these, like I said, we're just going to go over this real quick. We're not going to do everything all at once. But this allows us to actually see it work in action. So 0 to hero for boxing. I don't teach boxing. That's funny. How to host a profitable webinar. Join us now. Have the main display be the picture again. And it'll be us. Event description, join us today. Now, this is important to actually put in your email. So I'll just do Tucker at 0 to herosuccess.com. Now, this is what you guys are going to email if you have any questions, just in case. Again, you can do Skype or email so that people can see it, make it required or not. I personally, something just to test. I personally like doing phone numbers because then I get to call them. Form sign up, you can actually have both a Facebook sign up and a form sign up. So that will be able to have more options for people. And here you can put, now it's really important that you actually have the footer. Here is where you're going to put, and I'll actually cover this later on in more of my training in February, but just to show you real quick, this is where you want your like footer. So like your copyright, your copyright symbol, your business name, and all of your links for like, your privacy policy, your terms of service. Those are the things that Facebook actually needs. It requires it, or you can't do ads. We'll actually go into that later too. So you get all that saved up. Browser title, you're going to do, sorry, I'm going to tighten the browser. So you're going to do webinars are go. So this is also the thank you page. So what we're going to do is we're just going to copy everything. So registration successful. And thank you so much. Then the main display again. Now, personally, I like adding something of value here where I can either give them or I can promote one of my other products or ebooks or whatever. So, for instance, I could put a picture here. It'll come up. So buy my free ebook. Woo! That's that. And then the event page, this is where you have your browser title. So webinars are go. How I profit from webinars. Sit back and enjoy. Again, I'm just going over this so you can at least see what you have to do. But I'm going to go into much more detail and more psychology later on to help you guys out. But I'm just showing you guys what is actually, what can happen with this. So thanks here. So with this, you can do things with the video URL, so like Facebook, or you can upload a video. So it's really important to, when you actually upload the video, to upload it to Amazon. And we'll go into that later. We're just going to do a video URL for now. But here, this is where you do it. So I'm in YouTube. I'm in my account. And I went to Video Manager, live streaming, then to events. Now I'm going to show you live event. So if you remember, we set this for the 5th of December. And we're going to do the same thing for here. But I'm going to show you actually something really important. So you write in your title, webinars are go. I'm going to do it for today. You're going to do it on the 5th, which is that Saturday. And what time was it at? 8. Bingo. So after you do that, set it for quick setting. You're going to go to public, click on unlisted. This keeps it more exclusive to your list, to your people who are following you. Obviously, you'll add a description, you'll add your tags, Those are what help YouTube distinguish what people are looking for. So, I mean, put your keywords inside there and then create event. So what happens after this comes up, you click on, obviously it says right here, starts December 5th. You want to click on this big link up top. So it starts in 10 days. Oh, would you look at that? You want to copy it? Then we actually go back to our page. Boom. So that's what it shows. So I like to keep it on widescreen. Now for the video link, obviously these things take so long, but personally it's been said that people actually like only 45-minute webinars. So you have to be extremely fast. I like having chat boxes so that people can see, I mean, obviously who's there. You can also chat with people. You can make sure that they're on, that kind of stuff. You get to show like how many people are there, show attendees on or off. I love this stuff. It's so cool. Timed events. These are events that come up. So let's just say you want to promote something for them to click. You can create an event from starting point to ending point, write in a little text, and then this is a great part to actually, sell a course. So order now. You can have a button, an order now button come up saying basically buy now, which is really cool. You can click all this stuff. Again, with scarcity, this is basically showing how many like products that you have or spaces that, so let's just say you're offering, a free conference call or whatever, but you only have 20 spots. So this is where you'd actually set that up. So after that, notifications, yeah, we'll just do Tucker. And from email, you want to make sure that you have your business email here, because if you don't, Gmail thinks it's spammy. So 02herosuccess.com. And built in, we'll just keep it built in. Enable welcome email. This sends the welcome. As soon as someone subscribes, they get this email right after. So I'm sure you guys saw it when you got all my stuff, but we'll just keep it normal. Now, before event notifications, this is where you set your notifications for how many more days until the webinar. So for instance, you can set it for 5 days before, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1, and then 5 hours, 4 hours, until you get to the starting time, which is really cool. And then you can send an email right after the event as well. It's so cool. It is so automated. I love this stuff. And then you've got your advanced options. So these right here, those are the links that you'd click on to go to your page. So for instance, if we were to highlight this, actually, let's go to here. We'll click on this real quick. We'll actually see what we came up with. I just copied and paste that. Reading Saved My Life is just a blog that I have, and I've been working on for e-commerce. Oh, that's okay. Anyway, I think I did something wrong, but that's okay. But anyway, you get the point. I was able to set up my other one that I. So we're gonna save and publish this. Oops. So cool. So I messed up on, obviously, but we're gonna go here to, oh, I don't want one of those. It's saying that I didn't set these correctly. So we're just gonna go in and fix them real quick. Time, we're gonna do that. Now we're gonna save and publish. So it takes a little bit to actually save, but that's okay. But yeah, just make sure you keep it up, make sure it doesn't go anywhere, and boom. So the so it's saved. So we're gonna go to actions, webinar links, and this is gonna show us our pages. So let's see if it actually comes up this time. We'll let that load for a sec just because it's new and coming up. And there it is. So it probably didn't come up because we didn't have it saved, but this is all the info that we set in. So you can put in really whatever you want. So now that we have that set, we're going to use these later, but now we're going to dive right into Facebook. Actually, we're going to go from here. So you can go to facebook.com/ads/manager, and this is how you set up your Facebook ads. So personally, you can do it here and you just create like a campaign. But I like going off of Power Editor. So if you click Power Editor, it opens this new screen here. And we're going to create a quick campaign. Now, again, I'm not going to go into all the details. Facebook alone will require a huge course in of as itself, but that's why we're going to have this later on. So we're going to call this webinars are go. Now you want to make sure that you leave this on auction and you want to go to website conversions. So, and then choose ad set. We're going to do webinars are go ad set and create new ad. Webinars are go ad. So just to double check, we've got webinars are go, auction, leave it at auction, website conversions. This is what our pixel is going to help us. I'll get into pixels later, but pixels basically are your tracking methods. So we want to make sure that after we set up this website conversion, that we can tell how many people actually signed up. But the cool thing about Easy Webinar is that it already tells you anyway. Plus it sends you a notification saying, hey, so-and-so signed up. So we're going to go to create. Let it load up for a sec. And I'm going to show you how to actually create the Facebook pictures. They're called creatives. So cool. Now we've got our campaigns. Webinars are go, auction, set limit. We're going to go to so we're going to choose a conversion. So you can set up like a custom conversion, but we're going to go to complete registration. And because technically we don't have to have this for it. I mean, we can use Easy Webinar to track all of our stuff. So it makes it really easy. We can forget about the pixel stuff later, but I'll teach it later. Daily budget, you don't have to have a lot. I'm going to set it to $5 a day. You can actually do $1 a day if you wanted to. So we're going to run this as ongoing. We're going to set it for today right after. And then we want to set our target audience. Now there's a huge lesson on just on this alone, target audience. But personally for me, we're going to edit it a bit. Now, as you can tell up here, the potential audience, it's 186 million. We want to make sure that we narrow that down. So I'm going to choose one of my audiences for 0 to hero success.com, the custom audience. And I'm going to do United States. And like I said, there's way too much info to be covering all this in one course, but that's why we have the course coming up in February so that I can go into detail with everything. But I'm just going to go to that. I already know that my target audience is between the ages of 28 and 45. Most of them are women. That's just from the stats that I've got. And then I'm going to target English in the US. Yeah. And then you can add your demographics, interests, or behaviors. So we're going to go to interests. Now, if we're doing webinars, easy webinar. So sometimes they actually don't come up right away. So we're just going to go with webinar. And then, so maybe we'll look up KCZ. Anyway, you basically just find your interest in stuff. But you want to narrow this down to at least, well, that's way too little, to about 700,000 to 900,000. So basically you just set this up. And we'll definitely go into that a lot more later. So you've got that. Now, it really depends. You can now do Instagram ads, but I'm going to turn that off for now. And I'm also going to turn off audience network. Well, I'll leave it on because I've heard different things. I've heard it works really good. I heard it doesn't, but that's okay. So custom or optimization and pricing, we're going to do automatic because we want Facebook to find out the best price. If we were to enter, unless we knew exactly what price we wanted, then we could enter manual. But we want to make sure we're getting conversions. So yes, that's good. Okay, cool. And now we're going to go into the ads. So that right there is the ad set. Now you'll want to have, if you remember here, if you edit in the audience, you'll want to have one interest with one ad set. So basically you target webinar here, and then you have it here on one, and then you target on another one. For instance, Casey Zeman, who is the founder of Easy Webinar, and you'll make another ad set for him. This helps you create and test the right things so that once you find out the right ad, then you just put all your money into it. So you've got your Facebook ads here. And you'll want to choose the page that you're going off of. I already have a Zero to Hero Success page up. And we want to choose an image. Okay, cool. So this is the website URL. We're going to go back up to here. We're going to capture our link. We're going to highlight it. Copy. Where'd it go? And then paste. There it is. Why not? Preview not available. Well, we'll just keep continuing. So join us today for the free webinar. Then it starts showing up like this. Now, obviously, it brought up our pictures here, which is okay. I like them. But you can also upload your own picture. So you can also add the display URL here. No button. We're going to do sign up now because obviously it's a webinar page. Now, again, before we do this, we would need to make sure that we have our privacy policy, terms of service, and home page down at the bottom of our landing page, just to make sure that Facebook knows that we're legit and that we're not trying to spam people. So yes, but we just want one picture. There it is. Boom. Okay, cool. So that's basically it. And then we just set the budget. We set it for live, and then we just go for it for them from there. Now, again, like I said, this isn't everything. You want to make sure that if you have text on here, you can't have 20% more. 20% or more text on your thing. So if you were to have like sign up here, it has to be less than 20% of the whole picture. And then it gives you the size here and the ratio. But anyway, so that's that. That's the short intro on Facebook and webinars. But basically, you just set the ad and you let it fly, wait for a couple of days to see how it works, and then change it to see how it is. So just go back into here. But like I said, I'm going to show you guys what next time we learn this, I'm going to show you guys what I did and why things worked out the way they did. So I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm just going to set it all up, show you what I did and why stuff happened. So again, if you guys are interested in the early bird sign up, now we're launching in February. The date is around the 22nd. We're still figuring that out, but it's really important to go to zerotoherosuccess.com or just email me at zerotoherosuccess.com, Tucker at zerotoherosuccess.com for the early bird sign up. This will save you up to $1,000 or more on our course in February. So sign up now, type these in, look them up, and then just send us, hey, I want the early bird special, the wait list. We honestly want to make you guys successful. This is why we're doing this. We want to see other people grow just like we have. And honestly, we want you guys to join us to become that hero that you've always wanted to be and to live the life that you want to live. So again, I'll just go over the emails later, let you know who are the winners and what questions you guys have. Okay, cool. Yeah, great question. Thank you, Samantha. Yeah, so it's in February. The date that we have set is the 22nd to the 28th. And this is where our launch is going to be, just like I said. So we're going to promote it. We're going to help a ton of people out. And then we're going to open up our cart on the 22nd to the 28th, and then close it after that so we can help our heroes more. So, oops, my bad. Okay. Yes, thank you though. Thank you for the question. Okay, Josh, yes, go ahead. Yes, there will definitely be a refund. That's why we actually have this. I mean, we're just teaching people right now, teaching people as much as we can before we build the course. Like I said, though, this is going to be a one-stop shop, the Walmart of all websites. We're going to have everything you will ever need to know about anything on how to make money online, period. We're going to have the most top successful business owners, like, for instance, John Lee Dumas, Pat Flynn, over smartpassiveincome.com, all that kind of stuff. And for me personally, we want to do this because for me, I just get confused looking at everybody. And I just wish there was one person who knew everything, one person who just found me all the answers instead of listening to so-and-so and then, the next day getting confused on the other person and hearing what everyone says. So this is going to be the one-stop shop, basically. But yes, thank you for the question. Okay, yep, we do. Yep, if you wanted to not have the yearly fee for the webinar, we will turn you guys into users, but it's going to be like a flat fee of $200, I think it was. I'll have to check with Kara, but yeah, so then you guys don't have to pay the monthly. We'll be your admins. We'll help you guys out with the webinars, and then we'll just set that up for you in the long run. So it makes it really easy, super simple. Plus you have us to help you out with anything. Makes it really cool. Plus Easy Webinar has a great support team. They've helped me out so much on all of my webinars. And yep, thank you. I'll go over all of the prizes later and email you guys. And yes, we actually do coaching as well. So email me at tucker@zerotoherosuccess.com. There we can chat, we can figure out what your needs are and go from there. So yeah, but if there's anything else, just go ahead and send me, again, tucker@zerotoherosuccess.com. We'll go over all your questions, anything you guys have. And again, I thank you so much for spending all of this time out of your day to watch and to learn. This is going to help you guys out a lot. And also I want to know what you guys are actually doing and how this helped out. So send me a link, send me an email, and we'll talk from there. So again, thank you. and I will see you guys later.